Hello everyone, it is Monday, February 15th. It is a snow day here in the Austin metro area. We got 6 inches last night in Gerald. My donkey's water froze and it had a heater in it. So, yeah, it's been kind of weird. Working at home today, wanted to give you a little update on what's going on in the market. So I'm going to take you over here to the MLS so we can show you numbers. I'm a numbers kind of person. All right, so I gave you an update in mid-January. I explained a little bit about why we're in this market with all the businesses moving here, etc., and the type of frenzy we are seeing with the bidding wars and people going way above the listing price. Now, the numbers, when you look at the sold prices, had not caught up with what we were seeing. So when we were telling people, hey, you're in a multiple offer situation and you need to offer your highest and best, we really couldn't give them a ballpark. We still can't. But some people were like, whatever, nobody's going that high. They really are. When you get ready to sell your house, we were telling people, hey, we got to look at the comps. You got to look at the sold prices, and it's based on that. So even if you think you can get 400,000, the comps show 250. So we need to price it accordingly. Now the sold prices are starting to catch up. So if you look over here, we are going to look at, let's not look at just Leander. Sure, let's look at Leander. Okay, so these are the sold prices just for Leander and just for the last 30 days for single family residences. There are 76 matches. So, and my internet is very slow today. I apologize, but Western broadband is down and I'm using my phone. Okay, so over here, I'm not going to show you the addresses, but we're going to select all. I'm going to do a quick market analysis just to show you the averages. Okay, so we have here a listed price in this column and the closed price and the number of days on the market. The DOM is with the last agent. So if you only had one agent, those numbers, this column and the CDOM are going to be the same. If you had more than one agent, they're going to differ. So if you get it down here, it spent 215 days on the market cumulatively, and then they switched agents, so the last agent had it on the market 165 out of those 215 days. All right, so the list price to close price is very important. That's showing the increases. The close date will also reflect what's going on in the market. So let's say this first house listed for 457, closed for 465, and it closed on January 29th. I don't know what type of financing that was, because if it was cash, it probably could have closed in 2 weeks. I would have to look at it and find out when they went under contract. So let's say they went under contract mid-December. Takes 30 to 45 days for most financing. That means that's pretty accurate in terms of what the market was doing mid-December. Now, if you go down, let's look at this one right here. It listed for 360, it closed for 425. That is 65,000 over the listed price. More than likely, it went under contract in January after the feeding frenzy started. Again, 2 days on the market. Then 285 to 330. That one went down 227, 226, but it was on the market a long time. There's probably something wrong with it. Who knows? That one went down again. If it's got a lot of days on the market, there was a reason usually. It could be a title issue. It could be a repair issue. Then you look at this one, listed for 375, sold for 441. 280 to 331, 450 to 485. Some of these get good. There's one in here that's over 100,000, or 100,000 over the listed price. Where'd it go? Yeah, most of these are 10, 20, 30,000 over. No biggie, right? Ugh, good grief. It's crazy. This one, 319 to 370. And it's not the low price range. Look, 515 to 555. So it just depends on the area, the house, the property itself, the demand. This one, 415, 475, 425 to 490, 625 to 691. So that's what's going on. That's just Leander. Okay, if we go, let's go to, there we go. Let's change that to, let's see, Cedar Park. And this is Williamson County as a whole is crazy like this. I know Austin as well, especially like Pflugerville, you name it. But we are really seeing it up here. Okay, so let's check out just Cedar Park. maybe. And we'll talk about why this is not a bubble. I think I discussed it in my last video, but just to let you know. Okay, so list price, closed price, 285 to 362, 365, 454. Cedar Park's really in high demand, and so is Leander. And that's because of the growth. We've got a lot of economic growth. So if you haven't heard, Leander's doing this whole new downtown. It's kind of a domain type thing. If you're in Houston, think Galleria type thing. Cedar Park is doing the same thing. They've got Bell Boulevard that they are developing. So if you're in Buttercup, you're probably seeing your prices go through the roof. Here's one, 624 to 727. Where's my 100,000 over? And they're going up higher than that. So I've heard of one now that went 250,000 over. So, like I said, the numbers don't lie. These are recorded with the MLS. Here's one, 425 to 520. Just nuts. I mean, seriously. Okay. So if you want a more detailed analysis of wherever you live, just let us know. I'd be happy to run the numbers for you. Saw it doesn't take that long. I can also run, I can tell you which one of these is cash. About a quarter of these that are selling are cash offers. Nearly the rest are conventional. There are a few FHA and VA, and that's important for this reason. Cash and conventional offers, for the most part, are adding an addendum to waive their right to terminate a contract if the appraisal comes in lower. Now, with cash, you don't need an appraisal, so that you don't have an addendum. But if a conventional offer is, let's say, $400,000 and the list price was $300,000, you're not going to appraise. The appraiser is going to come out there and go, we don't have the comp still, depending on the area. So that addendum says, we're going to buy the house no matter what it appraises for. And they have to have the extra cash to be able to do that. FHA and VA cannot do that. So if you've got an FHA loan, they will not let you waive that appraisal. You have to be able to appraise for whatever you're buying the house at. So if you're a seller and you get 500, let's say you get 50 offers, which is actually happening. And you've got an FHA buyer who wants to buy the house. They've got a great personal letter. They've got a picture of them with their dogs and their kids, and you really want to sell it to them. And they can't offer more than, let's say, $375, and you're listed at $350. And you've got a cash buyer who's willing to come in at $400 or $450. I mean, that's where we are. Sellers are trying to make as much money as they can, and we get it. However, if you are one of those people that wants to sell your house, you do not want to put it on the market because of either COVID or you don't want a bunch of people traipsing through your house, then we have buyers. Off market, we can make you an offer if you want to set your terms and tell us what you want. And we've got some buyers out there. We've got conventional buyers that still can't compete. Let's say their max is $350. Even if they're willing to waive the appraisal, they just can't compete with the cash offers going up to $400 or whatever. So if you're interested in selling and you don't want to put it on the market, we can definitely help you with that. If you want to put it on the market, still you need to stage. You need to do all the things that I tell you to do. And I help you with those. I pay for almost all of that. I do the staging. I do the pre-inspection. I do all the pictures. The better your house looks, the higher the prices go. Stage houses still earn or garner $10,000 to $15,000 higher than non-stage houses. So you need to do that. The pre-inspection is very important also, so that you're not surprised during the inspection, because the buyer, even though they want the house, can still come back and try to renegotiate if they find major issues. So again, the better the house looks and is, the better your sales price. All right. The other thing is, let's see. We're not in a bubble. Okay. Talked about that last time. We are not in a bubble. I don't know how long this is going to last. There's a lot of transition right now with politics and all the oil and gas and things like that. So I don't know how long this is going to last. I did not expect this. So that's where we are at. I just ended a sentence with a preposition. I know. My grammar friends are going to get on to me. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. If you have any questions, you want me to pull the comps in your neighborhood, just let me know. If you're thinking about selling, please let us know. If you know of anybody thinking about selling, let us know. We need houses. The other thing is, a lot of people wait till the last minute to get their house ready to sell because they're like, oh, well, we're not going to be ready till May. That's fine. Okay. I'll give you one last example and then I'll let you go. Okay, let's say you're a school teacher and you're not going to be done teaching until the end of May, so you don't want to put your house on the market, but you don't want to miss the bubble. So there are a couple of ways we could work it. Let's say we get your house on the market March 1st. Normal closing, we could say let's close in 30 days, but we're asking the buyer to be able to, that you can lease back your house for up to 60 days. And that would put you at the end of May. A lot of investors are allowing people to lease back with 0 to a very minimum amount per day. So you can pretty much dictate your terms at this point to get what you want. If you still have a, let's say, end of May deadline before you want to move out, get your house on the market no later than April 1st is what I would say, and negotiate a lease back, or extend the closing. It's going to take you at least a couple of weeks to get your house ready. It takes us about a week and a half to get the pictures scheduled, to get all the pictures uploaded, to get all the marketing in place. So you need that time. So talk to us, let us know what you need. If you have any questions, we're here. Y'all have a good one. Stay warm and dry. Talk to you soon.